Hey, what's up, guys? I'm doing a video today on spiritual gifts. Someone asked me the question, what are spiritual gifts and how do I know which ones that I have? Spiritual gifts are outlined in the Bible in 1 Corinthians chapter 12. You can also find some websites out there where you can take assessments on your spiritual gifts. The first thing I will tell you about spiritual gifts is this, is that spiritual gifts are gifts that are given by God for the edification of the church. Oftentimes people will want spiritual gifts for the edification of themselves so that they can look spiritual or they can look awesome. Other people will think that they're real spiritual. And that was never God's intention for them at all. The goal of spiritual gifts was to edify the local church so that God can be glorified. And so if you're struggling to understand what your spiritual gifts are, the first thing I would ask you to do is first check whether or not you're a Christian, whether or not you fully repented of your sins and received Christ's forgiveness and that you're living for Him. And then ask God and say, God, would you please bestow spiritual gifts on me so that I can better serve your church? And I guarantee you that God will start giving you those gifts. And like I said, in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, you can read about them and see what those gifts are. And then it would be beneficial to talk to a trusted Christian friend or a trusted Christian pastor with a spirit of openness and ask him flat out and say, I think I might have this gift. Do you think I have this gift? And if they say, no, I don't think you have that gift, just say thank you. Say okay, because the last thing that you want to do is try to edify yourself and make it seem like you're hyper spiritual and you have some gift when the reality is that you don't have that gift. Instead of finding the gift that you really are good at, cultivating that gift and having it be for the edification of the body of believers. Because sometimes people will say things like, man, I think I have a gift of prophecy or something like that, and there's no spiritual fruit to actually show that they have that gifting. Or someone will say, hey, I think I have the gift of preaching or the gift of service or the gift of martyrdom or singleness or all these other gifts that they have. And come to find out you don't have that gift. And then you start walking in a gifting that just isn't yours. Now, this is what I will say about spiritual gifts as well, is that sometimes people want to spiritualize service in the church. And someone in the church will say, hey, I need you to serve in this area. And you'll say, well, that's not my gifting. There's spiritual gifts, and then there's Christian service. And you don't have to be spiritually gifted to serve in God's church. Whether it's something you can do with your hands or something you can do with your brain or your mouth, with kids or landscaping or cleaning or anything else, you just serve God in that capacity. You don't use spiritual gifting as an excuse to not have to serve God in His church. So pray about it, read about it, ask people about it, cultivate it, continue to pray about it, and then start to walk in those giftings and see what God can do with it. It'll be for the edification of God's church. So that's what I got for you today. Make sure you like, share, and comment. If we're not friends on social media, please find me so we can be friends. Love you. Have a great day. Bye.